Good morning. Today we will study eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So suppose we are given a matrix A equal to 1 1 0 2. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. As a linear operator on 2 by 1, it transforms straight line to a straight lines. Can you find a straight line that is mapped to itself under the operator A? Under this operator? Suppose AB is a vector on such a straight line. Then we may write A into AB is equal to 1 1 0 2 into AB, because A is given to be 1 1 and 0 2. AB is a column matrix of order 2 by 1. This is a matrix of order 2 by 2. So we may multiply these using usual multiplication of matrices. So we multiply it 1 into A plus 1 into B. So this is A plus B. Then 0 into A plus 2 into B. This is 2B. This implies the vector A plus B to B, this A plus B to B and this AB are on the same straight line. That is A plus B to B is equal to lambda into AB for some scalar lambda. If we take A equal to B, if we substitute A equal to B here, this is 2A and this is also 2A. And here it is lambda, it is A and A. 2A, 2A, A. This is satisfied for the value of, if you put lambda equal to 2. So this equation is satisfied for lambda equal to 2. In this case, any point alpha alpha on the straight line L1 equal to A belonging to R is mapped to 2 alpha, 2 alpha. Here, because here it is 2. Also, if with B equal to 0, if we substitute B equal to 0 here, it is 0. So we are left with A here. And this is 0. Again, this is A and this is 0. So A0 and A0. So this is satisfied for lambda equal to 1. So with B equal to 0, we see that any point alpha 0 on the straight line L2 equal to A0 such that A belongs to R is mapped to a point alpha 0. Thus, these two straight lines L1 and L2 do not move under the map A. If we take these two straight lines as our new axis in the space R21, then what will be the matrix representation of the map A? For this, consider the new vectors B equal to V1, V2, where V1 is taken to be 1, 1 and V2 equal to 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. We wish to find the matrix A, B, B. For this, we compute AV1 and AV2 and express those as a linear combination of V1 and V2. So AV1 is equal to lambda, V1 is given to be 1, 1. So 1, 1 and lambda, we have considered our two straight lines which we calculated earlier. We know that for first straight line lambda is equal to 2. So 2 into 1, 1. Here 1, 1 and 1, 0 is the new are the members of our basis set B, which is V1, V2. V1 is 1, 1, V2 is 1, 0. So we need to find the vectors to be written in front of 1, 1 and in front of 1, 0. Suppose here we have X and here we have Y. So if we have X here, so inside if we multiply, so inside we will have X and X. Here we will have Y and 0 into Y is 0. So it means here we have 2 into 1, 2 into 1 means 2, 2. So it means these two will be equal if 2 is equal to X plus Y and 2 is equal to X plus 0 for second component. So it means from the second component, X plus 0 equal to 2 means X equal to 2. If we substitute X equal to 2 in X plus Y equal to 2, we will get Y equal to 0. So it means X is 2 and Y is 0. So I have written here 2 and this is 0. Now AV2 is equal to lambda 1, 0 and for the second equation lambda is equal to 1. So this is 1 into 1, 0. So it will be 1, 0. To compute these values, Suppose here we have x, suppose we have here y. So if we multiply inside by x, x, and here it is y and 0. So it means x plus y is equal to 1. For the second component, x plus 0 is equal to 0. Because x plus 0 is 0, it means x is 0. Because x plus y equal to 1, therefore y is 1. So I have written x equal to 0 here and y equal to 1. So we have obtained here 2, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. You may notice that these elements are 0, 0 and these elements are 2 and 1. It means our matrix ABB is equal to diagonal 2, 1. 2 and 1 are the diagonal elements of 2 by 2 matrix, which looks much simpler than A. Notice that this simpler representation of A has become possible since the basis vectors are invariant under the map A, and where A is the 2 by 2 matrix 1, 1 and 0, 2. In general, if a straight line remains invariant under a linear operator T, then the image of any point on the straight line must be a point on the same straight line. That is, Tx must be scalar multiple of x. Since we are interested in fixing the straight line, such a vector x should be a non-zero vector. So, the formal definition of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Let T be a linear operator on a vector space V over a field F. A scalar lambda belonging to F is called an eigenvalue of T if and only if there exists a non-zero vector V belonging to V such that TV equal to lambda V. Such a vector V is called an eigenvector of T for the eigenvalue T of eigenvalue lambda. We also call it eigenvector of T associated with the eigenvalue lambda, or we may also call it eigenvector of T corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. Since eigenvectors are non-zero vectors, whenever we discuss eigenvalues of a linear operator on a vector space, we assume that vector space is a non-zero vector space. Now some examples. So first is, let T be a linear operator on R square given by TAB equal to A minus B and B. We have T10 equal to, here TAB is A minus B and B. So T10 is 1 minus 0 and 0 by substituting A equal to 1 and B equal to 0 and B equal to 0. So it is 1 into 1, 0. Thus the vector 1, 0 is an eigenvector associated with the eigenvalue 1 of T. T is the linear operator on R square. Let the linear operator T on R square be given by TAB equal to B minus A. If lambda is eigenvector of T with an eigenvalue AB, then B minus A is equal to lambda A, lambda AB. By definition, so two vectors are equal if their corresponding components are equal. So here first component is B, here it is lambda A. It means B equal to lambda A. And here second component is minus A, here it is lambda B. So A equal to minus lambda B, because minus A equal to lambda B or A equal to minus lambda B. If we shall substitute A equal to minus lambda B in this equation, we get B equal to minus lambda square B. If we shift this to left hand side, we will get B into 1 plus lambda square equal to 0. And this implies B equal to 0 or 1 plus lambda square equal to 0. If B equal to 0, then A equal to 0, which is not possible because AB is not equal to 0, 0. This should be non-zero. Thus 1 plus lambda square equal to 0. Since R square is a real vector space, it is given, and lambda belongs to R, there exists no lambda belonging to R satisfying 1 plus lambda square equal to 0. Because if we solve this equation, we will get lambda equal to plus minus iota. So there is no lambda belonging to R. R means set of real numbers which satisfy this equation. Therefore, T does not have an eigenvalue. Let T is a linear function from C square to C square. C means complex numbers. Be given by TAB equal to B minus A. This is similar to previous example. So as in 2, if lambda is an eigenvector of t with an eigenvector AB, then 1 plus lambda square equal to 0 implies lambda equal to plus minus iota. It is easy to verify that eigenvalue lambda equal to iota is associated with an eigenvector minus iota 1. And the eigenvector lambda equal to minus iota is associated with an eigenvector iota 1. The linear operator t from ft to ft means polynomial, set of polynomial, space of polynomial defined by tpt equal to tpt has no eigenvector and no eigenvalue. Since the polynomial pt tpt is not equal to alpha pt for any alpha belonging to f. Also, if t is an operator defined as rt to rt be given by tpt equal to p dash t, where p dash t is a derivative of pt, where we interpret p belongs to rt as a function from the open interval 0 to r, since the derivative of a constant polynomial is 0, which equals 0 times the constant polynomial. All non-zero constant polynomials are eigenvectors of t associated with the eigenvalue 0. So a matrix A belonging to f n by n is viewed as a linear operator on f n by 1. We have seen in the first case, we had assumed 2 by 2 matrix. A was 2 by 2 matrix. It was a linear operator on 2 by 1 matrix. Thus, a scalar lambda belonging to f is called the eigenvalue of A if and only if there exists a non-zero vector v belonging to fn1 fn by 1 such that av is equal to lambda v. It is a n by n matrix. It is n by 1. Ambiguity exists when f equal to r. In this case, A belongs to R n by n is also a matrix in C n by n. C means complex numbers, this is real numbers. And this is n by 1 matrix, means column matrix over the set of real numbers or in real space, or this is column matrix in complex space. Thus, it may be viewed as a linear operator on R n by 1 or as a linear operator on C n by 1. For the matrix A equal to 0, 1, minus 1, 0, we see that AB is equal to B minus A. As in examples 2 and 3, the matrix A is considered as a linear operator on R2 by 1 does not have eigenvalue, whereas the same matrix considered as a linear operator on C n by 1 has eigenvalues iota and minus iota with respective eigenvectors in C2 by 1. In general, we view the matrix A belonging to f n by n as a linear operator on C n by n, and then the eigenvalue of this operator are called the complex eigenvalues of A. In this terminology, the matrix 0, 1, minus 1, 0 has a complex eigenvalues as iota and minus iota with corresponding eigenvectors iota 1 and minus iota 1. Of course, all the complex eigenvalues of matrix C of order n by n are its eigenvalues. Recall that when we say that lambda is a scalar, it means that lambda belongs to f, where V is a vector space over a field f. F is a field. So now we prove our first result. Let T be a linear operator from V to V, vector space V to V, and lambda be a scalar. Then a non-zero vector V belonging to V is an eigenvector of T for the eigenvalues if and only if V belongs to nt minus lambda I. And lambda is eigenvalue of T if and only if T minus lambda is not 1, 1. A non-zero vector V is an eigenvector of T for the eigenvalue lambda if and only if Tv equal to lambda V, if and only if T minus lambda I V equal to 0. It means this is possible if and only V belongs to n T minus lambda I. Now in second case, lambda is eigenvalue of T if and only if T minus lambda I is not 1, 1. Let's see. A scalar lambda is an eigenvalue of t if and only if there exists a non-zero vector such that tv equal to lambda v. It means because vector is non-zero. This is possible only if nt minus lambda I is not equal to the singleton set 0. It means if and only if t minus lambda I is not 1, 1. The results on eigenvalues of linear operators are applicable to square matrices in particular. For a matrix A belonging to f n by n, this result says that lambda belonging to f is an eigenvalue of A if and only if the linear system A minus lambda I x equal to 0 has non-zero solution. Further, there is an obvious connection between the eigenvalues of a linear operator and its matrix representation. Now, second result, let T be a linear operator on a finite dimensional vector space V over F and B be an ordered basis of V. Let lambda belongs to F. Then lambda is an eigenvector of T with an associated vector V if and only if lambda is an eigenvalue of the matrix TBB belonging to F n by n, a matrix of order n by n. This is a set of matrix of order n by n with an associated eigenvector VB belonging to F n by n, space consisting of column matrices of order n by n. Let lambda belongs to F be an eigenvalue of T. It means there exists a non-zero vector V belonging to V such that TB equal to lambda V. Then VB is not equal to 0 and VB is equal to TBB. And this TV is equal to lambda V. And because lambda is a scalar and linear operators preserve scalar multiplication, so we can write lambda VB. Conversely, let lambda belong to F be an eigenvalue of TBB with associated eigenvector U equal to A1, A2, An belonging to F n by n. Let B is equal to V1, V2, Vn be the basis set. Therefore, every vector V belonging to vector space can be represented as linear combination of elements of B. Therefore, we can write V equal to A1 V1 plus A2 V2 plus An Vn. Thus, U is equal to VB. Now, U not equal to 0 implies V is not equal to 0 because U is equal to this matrix. Further, lambda VB equal to lambda U and this is equal to TB, this is B is in suffix, TBB U and it means TBB VB and this means TVB and this is possible if TB equal to lambda B. This result shows that eigenvalues of a linear operator on a finite dimensional vector space and that of its matrix representation coincide. It allows us to go back and forth from the linear operator to its matrix representation with respect to any basis while considering problems about its eigenvalues and eigenvectors. However, caution should be exercised while using this result. If the vector space V is a real vector space, then there can be complex eigenvalues of TBB which are not eigenvalues of T. In this case, all the complex eigenvalues of TBB which are in R are the eigenvalues of linear operator T. Thank you.